Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is Kaetech Digital. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can be able to create a request a quote form with calculations. I mean, like, let's say you are a web designer or any kind of designer, and then you want to create a request quote on your website. Now what I mean by with calculations is that now whatever the person is choosing, it will be calculating for them. Okay, so you wouldn't be seeing it over here, but at the end of it, you're gonna see the total amount that the person is supposed to pay. Okay, so for instance, if you come over here, this is just a web design request a quote form. Okay, so now what the customer will be or the user or the customer will be going through is this, what I'm going to show you over here. So what they're going to go through is simply like this. Now they come to the website, request a quote page over here, and then they're going to choose the type of website. So as you can see, if I select this one, there are multiple types of website over here. So let's say I want to choose an e-commerce website. Okay, so you choose an e-commerce website, and then the number of pages that you want. So let's say it is 6 to 10 pages over here, and then we come over here, and then it is what you select the features for the website. So they have, they will need a contact form. I also need a pop-up, maybe a live chat, a payment integration, social media. I don't really need advanced SEO. I just need live accordion. Okay, so all this one I've selected it. Now you can add additional notes if you want. Now I can go to next over here. Now if I go to next, it gives me other details. So do you want us to buy a domain for you? I'll say yes. Do you want us to buy hosting for you? I'll also say yes. And then we go to next over here. Then the person will fill their personal details. So let's say this is Kobe, and then email address that I want to use. Let's say I want to use this particular one with the phone number over there, and then I click next. Now as you can see, the total cost is over here. Okay, so total cost of the website, and as you can see it over here, it is over here. So this is the the cost that they're going to pay for what they selected. Okay, so you can go ahead and click on request quote, and then you'll be able to receive this whole message. The admin of the website or the owner of the website will be able to receive this this form details into their email, and then they can reach out to the person to be able to communicate also to, or send a code to, proper code to the person. Okay, so this gives a rough idea of what the person will be paying, basically based on what they have selected over here. Now how does it work? It works as simply as that. So this field over here which says a type of website, every website you choose over here has a price tag attached to it. Okay, so whatever they choose, there is a price tag attached to it. So if they choose a business website, there is a price tag attached to that business website. Now the number of pages also, there is a price tag attached to all the number of pages that you see over here. So depending on the number of pages that they choose is what price that will be added. So in all, if they choose business, it will add to the number of pages that they choose, and then also the features that they choose. Okay, some have price, some doesn't have price. Okay, depending on what they choose. So whatever they choose with calculation, it will calculate it, it will add it to the other ones that they've selected over here. Now let's say I choose this one, and then maybe I select this one and this one, and then I go next. Okay, so over here also, do you want us to buy a domain? If yes, there is a price tag attached to it. If no, there is no price tag attached to it. And then do you want us to buy hosting for you? If yes, there is also a price tag attached to it. And then if no, there is also no price tag attached. So depending on what they choose is what they get. So let's say we select no over here, and then we go to next over here. Now here we fill in our details. So let's say I'm going to fill in these quick details over here, and then I click on next over here. Now as you can see, this is the price that they're going to pay. Okay, so you see we chose different thing, and then the price is also different thing. Now the reason why I did it in step is that I want to get their email addresses. Okay, so if I don't do it in steps, they wouldn't fill their email address. They will just go ahead and then just do they see their calculation, they see, and then they go away. Okay, so if the person reach over here, of course, definitely it is likely that the person will just click on this one to request a code to even talk to you more. Okay, so basically that is how this one works, and I'm going to show you how you can be able to simply create this one with a free plugin that I'm going to show you. Okay, so it's very easy to do. You don't need to buy any plugin, you don't need to buy anything, just free to use, and I'm going to show you how you can be able to do this as simply as possible. So if you are new over here, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. My name is Kobe. I make websites easy for you. I go ahead and then create beautiful websites for you guys, so that you'll be able to learn how to create your own website. So let's jump into the video. Alright guys, so this is my dashboard over here, as you can see, and the plugin that we're going to use to create this particular request a quote form is called Forminator. Okay, so we're going to go to plugins over here and then go and add that particular new plugin. So we click on add new plugin, and then we search for Forminator. So search for Forminator. Okay, so Forminator is a very good plugin. You can use it to do almost everything, and if you look at my previous videos, we use it to build voting pools, and then we use it also to build different forms. Okay, so you can use it to build your own contact form. You can even use it to build quizzes and other stuff. Okay, so depending on what you want is what you can be able to use this particular plugin to build. So as you can see over here, this is the plugin. I've already installed and activated it. I just want you to know it. If you go to my plugins, installed plugins over here, you're gonna see it at the installed plugins. So I only have these plugins installed. I have the Elementor Pro, and then I also have Forminator also installed. So as you can see, these are the 3 plugins that I have. So this is what I'm going to use. Okay, now forget about Elementor Pro and Elementor, but this is what we're going to use. So we're going to go into Forminator over here, and then we go to forms. Okay, so we're going to build forms. So we're going to build a form. So just click on forms. Now I've already created one form already. Now we're going to click on create form, but for you, when you come over here, you're not going to have anything over here. So you're just going to have these 2 things in the middle like this, which where you click on either create or import. So I'm going to click on create over here, and then they have some particular forms over here. You can choose what you want. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and then choose this one, which is request quote. Okay, but you can start from scratch, but I just want to build on something, so I'm going to use this particular template, which is request quote request template. So I'm going to just click on use template, and then I'll say, instead of quote request, I'll say maybe request quote. Okay, so it's gonna be different from the other one, or let me just say quote over here and just click on create. Alright, so this is the form edit section over here, and as you can see, this is the form edit page, and as you can see, we have all the fields over here, and then you can also insert some fields. Okay, so you see this purple button over here which says insert fields. When you click on it over here, you're gonna have all the fields over here that you can be able to insert. So all the things that when you go to other plugins or other form plugins, it is the pro version. Over here it is just the free version. Okay, so you can do so many things over here. You can even add an e-signature if you have the pro version. Okay, so basically this is it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. I'm going to close this one over here. I'm going to go ahead and then see what they have over here. So they have services, additional note, first name, email address, and phone number. So with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click over here and just use the single one, and instead of first name, I'm going to say maybe full name. Okay, so full name, and then over here I'll make it John Doe, and then I'll click on apply. So this is what I have now. I want to add some different fields to it. So with the services also, over here I'm going to change from services, and then I'll make it features. Okay, because I will use this session as the features session. And then with the features session, let me just apply. When we get over there, I'll just add what I have to add over there. So now that I have this one, I'm going to add some few fields to this one. So the first field that I'm going to add is the the pagination. Okay, so page break, because I want it to be page by page. Okay, I want to add a page break so that they're going to break the pages into 3 different pages for me. Okay, so I will have some other pages added to it. So I will click on this one, and then also I will need a select widget or something for them to be able to select the number of or the type of website that they want, and the number of, also the number of things, how do I even say it, the number of website pages that you want them to select. Okay, and then the one also that I will need most is calculations, because I want to see the calculations. I want to to add fields. Okay, I want to add fields. So what I'll do is I'll select these calculations, and then so that it will be, I will see the total of all the things that we've added, just like I showed you in the demo one. Okay, so I'm going to select this one also, and then after that I'll just click on insert. So as you can see, this is what I have. Okay, 1 2 3 over here. Now another one too, I'll add another one also, which is the section. Okay, so I'm going to add this one, which is section, and this one just want to give my section title. Okay, so that is why I want to add this one. So I'm going to add this one to it. All right, so with the form section over here, I'm just going to say maybe website type. Okay, that will be the first one. So website type over here, and then I'll just over here I'll say maybe choose the type of website and features that you want. So I'm just going to click on apply over here, and as you can see, it is over here, but I want to bring it on top. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and bring it to the first part of the form. So that is going to be the first one. So where is it? Website over here. So I'm going to drag it and bring it at the top over here. So that is the section title, and then and just under the section title, I want to bring this select over here. Now with this select, what I want to do is I want to say maybe type of website. So type of website, and this is where I will be able to add my type of website to. Okay, so type of website, and then when I scroll down, you see that we have options over here. So what are the type of website that I want to add? I want to add a business, so let me say a business website. Option 2, I want to give it an e-commerce website. And then we can add more. You can add more options over here. So you click on it to add more, and then the label, I want to change it to maybe a school website. And then I want to add another one to it. I'll say maybe a church website. So you can add any kind of website that you want, and then over here I'll say maybe other. Okay, and then you can either choose to apply, or but do not apply yet. Go ahead, scroll to the top, check the settings if you're okay with the settings. Okay, but the most important part is the calculations over here. Now we have to enable calculations, because we want to give value for all these fields over here. Okay, options over here. we want to give value, assign values to it. So we want to enable this calculation. So let's enable it, and as you can see, we can be able to assign calculation values to it. So business website, I'll give it 350, and then e-commerce website, I also maybe give it 550. This is just an example. School websites 500. Church website, I'm gonna give it, let's say, 450. And then other website, I'll give it a value of 0 because it is other. I don't know what goes into the person's what the person really wants. So I'm just going to say 0 for it, and then I'll click on apply. So now that I've done this type of website, I want to put it also at the top. So I'm going to just put it at the top, okay, just after the section title. So it's going to be like this. So as you can see, we have the website type, and then we have the type of what website. Now if you preview it, this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so as you can see, we have website type, choose the type of website, and then the types of website, this is what we created. Okay, so this is how it's going to be like. Okay, now let's go to the next one, which is the number of pages. Okay, the number of pages. So what I will also do is I'll duplicate this particular type of website because it's the same select. Okay, so I'm just going to click on this settings icon over here, and I'll click on duplicate. Now I'll click on the type of website, which is the duplicated one, and then this time around I'll change the name from type of website to number of pages. Okay, and then over here I'll just clean this one and then say maybe 1 to 5 pages, 6 to 10, and then also we come to maybe 11 to, from 11 to 11 to let's say maybe 15, and then we also come from 16 to 20, and then the last one maybe 21 plus. Okay, now we have this one also set up. Now remember that we added the value for in the calculation, so we need to go to calculations, and then remember that the value that we added, we need to remove it and then add. So 1 to 5 pages, I'm just going to give it 0, meaning that when somebody choose 1 to 5 pages and it's a business website, the price of the business website will apply. Okay, so they're not going to add, I'm not going to add anything to it. And then when the pages become more, which is 6 to 10 pages, then I'll add maybe 150 to it. When it becomes more, which is 11 to 15 pages, then I'll add maybe 250 to it. The same way when it becomes more, 250, which is 16 to 20, then I'll add maybe 350 to it. And then 21 to 21 and above, and I'll make it 600. Okay, so just like this one, and I'll click on apply. All right, so now we have what we have: type of website, number of pages. Okay, now let's also come to features. Okay, features. So what are the features of the website? What are the features of the website? Now over here we can have maybe something like contact form. Okay, we can have a contact form. We can also have maybe pop-ups. Okay, pop-ups, and then maybe social media integration also. So social media integration, and then we can also have something like live chat. Okay, so we can also have live chat. You can add more functions or features. Okay, so depending on what you're capable of doing. And then maybe payment integration. Okay, so it can go on and on and on. Okay, and then let's scroll to calculations, and let's enable calculations over here. And then with this contact form, I'm going to give it maybe a 0 because at least even if the person choose a business website, they will still have to get a free contact form. Okay, and then pop-ups. So with pop-ups, I'm going to give it like a 50. Social media integration, maybe 59. Live chat, I'm going to give it 150. And then payment integration, I also give it 100. Okay, so just like that, and I'm going to click on apply. Okay, so now I have the features also set up, Okay, so now we have additional notes. So if they want to add any additional notes to it, they can be able to what, add it. Okay, so another one also I want to add is you know, I want to duplicate this one, duplicate this one, um, duplicate the features, and then the second one I want to change it to other details, other details, other details. Now with the other details, we can, okay, so let me just close this one. I don't want to use this one for it. I want to use this one as the checkbox, but I want to come over here, okay, and then pick, you know, a page break. Okay, so I'm going to just come over here and then add the page break over here. The page break is page break is going to be over here, and then I will duplicate this, let me see, this website title over here. So I'll come over here, duplicate this one, and then bring this website title just beneath the just beneath this one. Okay, and then this is the section title, remember. So I'm just going to change this one from website type to other details. Okay, so because that is what, that is a session title, and I will delete this one. Okay, so it's gonna be like this, other details. Now other details, what do I want to come after the other details? This is where the this checkbox come into play, that is the features. So I'm just going to come over here and then drag it underneath this other details, and then over here what I'll do is I'll just write a question. Okay, so do you want us to buy a domain for you? Okay, now it's going to be just yes and no. So I'm going to delete this one, delete this one, delete this one, and then here I'll say yes, and then here also I'm going to say no. So yes will have a value, no also will have a value. So if the person says yes, then I'll give it maybe domain to be 50, and if the person say no, I'll give it domain to be 0. Okay, so that is it. So basically this is it. And then I'll also duplicate this, the same question. I'm going to duplicate the same question, and then I'll click on it, and then instead of domain I'll say hosting package. Do you want us to buy a hosting package for you? And then yes, no. So yes will have maybe 150, and no will have 0. Okay, so basically it. Now after this one, that is where the personal details also come in. So the full name, the address, and phone number. So I'm still going to bring a page break over here. So I'm going to come over here, duplicate the page break, bring it here, okay, here, and then other details also, that is a session title. I'm going to just duplicate this one and then bring it underneath the page break. Okay, so this one is going to be personal details. Okay, so personal details, and I'll just apply it. So the personal details, we have the full name, email address, and then phone number, and then I'll bring my last one, which is the also I'll duplicate this one, page break, over here, and bring the page break just before the calculations, and then also duplicate this personal details, and then bring the personal details just after the page break. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. So over here I'll change this one to total cost of website. Okay, so total cost of website, I'm gonna say apply, and then I'll go to calculations, I'll click on it, and then over here I'll just change it to maybe website cost. Okay, so website cost, or maybe estimated, let me say estimated website cost. Okay, that is it. Now you can go to settings over here, and then add maybe a prefix which is going to be $1 to it. If you are dealing in kg and all those things, you can be able to what add the suffix to it, but I'm going to just add a prefix, and then go to calculations. Now this is where the magic happens. Okay, now of course we have added values to it, and then we added calculations also to all the most of the fields that we've done. But how will this calculation know what to display? Okay, and this is the formula. This is where you put in the formula. So I'm just going to click on this one which says add form fields. Okay, and as you can see, everywhere we added the calculations are, we can be able to see it. So type of website, okay, plus, and then I'll add again number of pages plus, and then I'll add it again features plus, and then I'll add again do you want domain and blah blah blah, yes or no, and then I'll add this one again, and then the last one, this one. So this is the formula preview. Okay, so this one plus this one plus this one plus this one plus this one should give us the total cost. Okay, and that is how it is. Now of course you can style it if you have any CSS classes to style, and then the visibility also, you can decide to show it or not to show it based on what your rules that you're going to add it over here. So I'm just going to click on apply over here, and if you preview it, this is how it's going to be like. So page 1, page 2, page 3, and then the last one, which is what finished. So we can even change, you can even decide to change this once over here. So instead of page 1, page 2, page 3, let's go to the paginations over here, this pagination over here. So we can click on it, and as you can see, we can decide to what change whatever it is that we want to have over here. So page 1, what is in page 1? Okay, so we say maybe type or website type, okay. And then page 2, what is there? What is in page 2? Page 2 deals with what? Deals with other details. So maybe other details. And then page 3, what is in page 3? Page 3 also deals with what? Personal details. So personal details, okay. And then the last one, that is what total cost. So total cost. Okay, so we're gonna click on apply over here, and then we can even, let me click on it again, we can even go to its settings, and then you can choose between what you want, either a progress bar, or you want what steps. Okay, so depending on what you want. So let me just use a progress bar, okay, and click on apply. So now if you go to preview, instead of the page 1, page 2, it's going to be a progress bar over here, just like the one I showed you in the demo. So this is how it's going to be like. Okay, this is how it's going to be like. Let's close it. Now let's go and then style it, and you see how the appearance will be. So we've created the form. Now we can go ahead, you can even change this one also. You can change the bottom text, the visibility, the styling. If you have CSS, okay, you can do that. But let's go to appearance over here. Now appearance also determines the style you want your website to show. Okay, so over here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to choose this layout. Okay, so this is the layout that the style that I want. This is the style that I want. Of course you can go through it. If you have any style over here, you can either choose this one, or choose this one. Okay, so based on what you want, but this is the style that I want, so this is what I'm choosing. Now I'm going to go down over here and go to colors over here, and then click on customize colors. Now as you can see, you can customize all the other sections or all the colors. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and then start with bottom, back, and then next. So with the bottom, back, and next, I'm going to choose my brand colors that I'm using. So I'm going to just drag in the orange color that I want to use over here, and I'll copy this one. I'm going to copy this one, come to the label, and I'll make it white. Okay, so the label color is white. The hover, I can choose black for the background, and then white also for focus, the same thing, black for it, and then white for it. So it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna apply the same style to this one. So the background, I'm gonna choose this one for it, and then the label, I'm gonna choose this one also for it. Now when you go to hover the background, I'm gonna use black, and then the label, I'm gonna use white. So the same thing applies to the focus, background white, black, the label white. Okay, so now that we have this one, we go to the button submit. That is the last stage of it. We're gonna use the same colors also over here. So we have this one, and then we have the text, which is also white. Now we go to hover, background black, and then text color white. We do the same thing for this one also, background black, and then text also we choose white. Okay, so basically we are done with this one. Now of course you can style any of it, especially with the what do you call the progress bar. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one also. I don't want this blue color. I'm going to choose this particular one, the same color that we are using, and then we can go ahead and also style it. Okay, so now I think everything is okay. I'm okay with this one. Now we can go to the next, which is the behavior. Okay, so how do you want your form to behave? You can change the settings over. You can add a behavior over here. If I click to add a behavior, you see I can even be able to redirect the user to a URL. Okay, it may be a different page that I want the user, or thank you page or anything. I can come over here and then add the page URL to it, or I can just use the inline message. But I'm just going to use this particular one to make it very simple, and then I'm okay with it. So I'm going to go through. You can go through all the settings over here. Of course, you can also enable this save and continue for users to be able to save and continue later on. Okay, and then you go to PDF over here. Now this is the pro version. Okay, so if you want more about this particular plugin, you can install the pro version of this particular plugin, and then you can be able to use the pro version to be able to have a PDF on the form. Now let's go to email notifications. Also, you'll be able to get an email notification. You can add admin email. You can also add other emails also to it. Okay, so who do you want to receive the email? When you go over here, you can add those emails also to it. So for instance, if you want your user to be able to receive an email, you can click the fields over here, and then you can just look for maybe the email address over here, and then you put it over here. Okay, in that when the user submits the email, they are also going to receive an email in their email address. Okay, so they're also going to have the same form that is submitted. They're going to have the same details also in their email address. So basically that is it. But I'm going to just discard this one because I don't want to add any email to it. And we go to integrations. So you can go to the settings of this particular plugin. If you go over here, integrations are over here. You can integrate anything that you want to integrate into it. Now let's go to the settings over here. These are some few settings that you can go through, read through, and then if you're okay with it, we can go ahead and then publish it. So let's publish this one over here. All right, so we've published our form and we are ready to go. So now we're going to copy the shortcode that the form gave us. Okay, and then let's go and create a page. I've already created a page which I called it the quote page, request a quote page over here. I'm just going to add the shortcode over here. So I'm going to click over here. I'm going to click over here and then search for shortcode. Okay, I'm using Elementor. For those of you who don't know, this is Elementor. So I'm just going to drag in the shortcode over here. And then what I'll do is I'll paste in the code that we copied from the form that we created. So if you didn't copy it and you still want to copy it again, I think when you click over here, you can be able to copy the code over here. Okay, so that is it. So now that we have this one, so as you can see, this is how the form looks like. Okay, so I can go to it advanced over here, and then just give it a padding of 20 to make it really nice. Now if I'm okay with it, if I think everything is all right, I can publish it. Don't worry about the background over here. Now if I want to view the form, let me go ahead and view the form over here. And as you can see, guys, this is our new form that we've created, which is what the request a quote form. And let's try it out and see if everything works perfectly. So we're going to select a church website. We're going to select maybe 11 to 15 pages. And then we say they want social media integration, they want live chat, and then they also want contact form. And then we go to next. All right, so this is what other details. So do you want us to buy domain for you? Let's say they say yes, and then do you want us to buy hosting for you? And then they also say yes, and then we go to next. Now we're gonna fill our details over here. So I'm gonna just fill in some quick details. So I'm gonna fill in this one, and then I go to next. And as you can see, this is the total cost or estimated website cost over here. As simple as ABC, and then we can click on request quote. All right, so it says what, thank you for contacting us, we'll be in touch with you shortly. Okay, so this is how you can be able to create a request a quote form with calculations. Okay, with calculations, so that your users or your customers will be able to see quick calculations on their website. They wouldn't be calling you all the time just to find out how much is this, how much is that, how much is that. Using your request a quote form over here, they will get a fair idea of how much they are supposed to have before, when they are ready, they're going to contact you for a real web design or any project that you are embarking on. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this video helps you to be able to do whatever that you want to do with a form or request a quote form. See you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. My name is Kobe. See you. Bye bye.